Hey guys, it's Woodworker Rare here, and I just wanted to show you guys my sharpening setup. And this is for chisels, plane irons, all that good stuff. Not so much knives. Um, I do a little bit of carving. I don't really do this with this particular setup. I don't use this with anything except flat straight blades. So, think plane irons or chisels, not gouges or even carving knives so much. But as you can see, got a pretty nice finish on this. I've been working on this for a couple hours. Could have done it quicker, but this grinder lives up there and it's kind of buried behind everything in the world. So I don't normally get it out. But because the bevel on this was actually skewed, it was a little bit long. It was like a 1/16 of an inch off square. When I got it used, so it was all rusty. I put it in some Evapor-Rust, got it down to kind of looks like almost a hand forged tool now, which it very well may have been originally, but I think that all that you see right here, all the pitting and all that stuff, I don't think that was the actual forging as much as it was just the rust over however many years. And it was owned by a BJ or JB or something. I don't know what, depending on how you look at it. You've got some engraving right here, or those little punches. Anyway, so basically my setup is pretty simple. I've got this Rikon load speed bench grinder. I got it for about I think 140 on sale, or 100, I don't remember. And then I've got this. Sorry, I didn't realize I was pointing way over there. But anyway, I've got this Wolverine jig, or one-way brand Wolverine grinding jig. Now this is really designed for turning tools. There's a piece, another attachment that goes over here that is like 3 feet long or something. You can put the handle of a turning tool, because they're so long. You can put it out here and then go ahead and grind and do whatever you need to do with whatever angle and all that you need to do. This just seemed like the most sturdy and effective aftermarket grinding system that I could find. This came with some like tool rests. They're okay, but they're like entry level kind of thing. They're not quite as bad as the ones that come on a Ryobi grinder, which I've had. Also, I actually still have one with a wire wheel and it's a high speed. But I didn't really like them, so I decided to spend the extra $90 and get one of these. And it's really nice. It's easy to adjust, and you just kind of torque it down there, and then it doesn't move, and however close you need it to be, that kind of thing. And so I really love this grinder. Is just really nice. It's quiet. It works really well. This kind of doesn't work the way I was expecting it to. When I bought this rest, I was expecting to be able to get some sort of a clamp or jig that was flat and be able to rest it against this front edge and then just do that. I just do it by eye now. I don't worry about building. I don't know what I'd have to do to build one of those things. I don't have any machining stuff really to make it really nice and actually square. So I didn't really need all this, but this is a lot bigger surface than you get with a normal stock grinder tool attachment, or tool rest rather. So this is good. And all told, I don't remember what this cost. I think it was 100 it was either 100 or 120 or 110, I mean. Either 100 or 110 for the grinder, and then it was like 90 for the tool rest system, and it came with two holders, and then like that long piece, and then this actual tool rest, and that's the kit. um, it was more than I should have spent on it probably, but that was the going rate. I couldn't really find it on sale, or the rest system. um, that's just what they cost. So it's very well made, it's very well done. um, it'll last for years and years, I'm sure. It's just I would have preferred not have to spend that much money on it. Anyway, and then over here, this is what I actually used to use solely for the entire thing, is one of these DMT two-sided stones. So there's a coarse side with black, and then a finer side with the blue, and then a two-sided water stone, which is, I believe, 1,000 and 6,000 grit. I don't remember. I want to say that maybe it's 400 and 1,000. I don't remember what it is. It's got a coarser side and a finer side. So I go from on this, I go the black to get the general like flattening of the back of the blade, and this goes for planes or chisels like this. So I start out with a black to get it all flattened, and then I do the bevel part on this, and then I go back to the black side of this, and get it all kind of, get a burr on it, and then I flip it over, and I do the front and the bevel, or the back and the bevel, and then I go to this side and then this side, and just kind of repeat the process until it's polished. If for my carving tools, which this is actually going to end up being, for my carving tools, I actually add another step. I've got a larger strop. This isn't the one I use for that large, for the initial thing, but I've got another strop which actually has, they call it jeweler's rouge. All it is polishing compound. This is very, very fine. But I've got some on the back here, as you can see, and on the leather. So if I'm using something and I don't want it to, sorry, I don't want to get it in the water. If I'm using a tool and I don't want it to be, to have the bevel, instead of being flat, to be kind of convex, then I use the back of this with just the wood and the polishing compound there to do that. And then if I don't really care, like on my carving gouges and stuff, it doesn't really matter as much, then I use the leather, and it adds a little bit of a convex rather, as opposed to flat. If you look at a bevel, here it's pretty flat. A grinder gives it a concave shape. So think the inside of like the letter C is concave, and then the outside of the letter C would be convex, and that's what the convex is, what the leather gives you, and it's a little bit more durable that way, because technically the actual cutting edge is going to be at a greater angle, so it might be 30 degrees instead of 25 or whatever. Just depends on what you do. But I don't know why I turned off that light. Anyway, sorry about that. But anyway, they it just comes down to what you really want to do with the chisel, whether or not you want it to be, concave or convex or just flat. I personally like a combination of concave, so I do the basic bevel rough out with the grinder here, and then I just flatten, on the stones that are flat, I just do it just enough to where the very edge of the tool that's the part that does all the cutting. The rest of it doesn't really matter. The very edge of the tool gets some, a burr on it on the other side of it that I'm going from, and you know, basically I get the best of both worlds because I get a flat grind that's a little bit more durable because it's a little bit steeper angle, but I don't have as much material that I have to push through the wood, which is what you get with a steeper angle. But it also lasts, the edge actually lasts longer on a steeper angle, so you have to, kind of balance those two. But anyway, I just wanted to do that. And by the way, I use one of these cheapo little like angle jigs, and I built myself a little like angle block. I just looked online, like what's the protrusion, or I guess this thing actually has it on here on the side. It actually tells you it's this many angle or this many degrees at this angle. So I just built myself a little guide here so I didn't have to constantly be measuring. So anyway, that is my kind of my video today. I don't know why I couldn't figure out that word. On my sharpening setup. It works pretty well. It's not the fastest by any means. One of these days I'm probably going to get a work sharp that's going to go right there, and that will maybe get rid of all this stuff. It will certainly speed it up, getting the back of this polished and flattened, which is the main reason I want one. But I don't have one yet, so for now this is what I use, and it works. It just takes a lot longer. So I hope you guys like the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, or don't. I don't care. And I'll see you next time. This is Woodworker Royer, out.